The opioid crisis is an enormously complex problem.
This opioid epidemic has been tearing apart the fabric of many communities across the country. And as a realtor, community is everything to us.
My daughter, who is 42, came to live with me recently because she was opioid addicted. She has a 13-year-old daughter. She had nothing to sleep on. So Sherry, through Turning Point, found a bed for her. She initially told me of places that we could go and how they would help us. If it was not for Sherry telling me that, we wouldn't have known what to do.
When Howard County was faced with an opiate addiction issue, Paul Wyman stepped up to the plate to be the leader of this issue. What he did was he called upon me at Indiana University Kokomo and he said, "Sue, we need to find a way to bring the community together." So he organized a summit which was held at the university.
We had over 100 volunteers sign up to work on this project. And one of the greatest outcomes of that was this new organization called Turning Point. It's the no barrier entry point for people suffering from addiction and mental health issues. They call us up, we welcome them in, we don't ask about insurance or anything. We say, come in here and let us love on you and let's get the process started. And then we start connecting them to the resources to help them and their families.
People didn't have a place to go. They didn't have a place to start. The phones were not even plugged in and we had people walking in the door. At this point, we have several in recovery. We have many people who have been suicidal by the time they reached our door and needed immediate help. We're getting over 100 to 120 calls a month.
On a daily basis, 80 to 90% of the cases deal with people who have substance abuse issues or mental health issues, and they don't know where to get treatment. And what Paul has been able to do, and he spearheaded, was to point them in a direction so that they can get help, they can feel better, they can stay out of jail and stay out of the criminal justice system and be the productive members of society that they really want to be. Turning Point gives them that chance.
I was in jail, looking at jail time. They had contacted an organization up in Kokomo called Turning Point. Coming back to Kokomo and meeting with Sherry, show interest into becoming a peer recovery coach, and Turning Point paid for that, for me to be to the 40-hour class to have training to be a peer recovery coach. And helping others that are struggling and showing hope, and I'm so grateful for this organization. I can't express enough my gratitude.
Paul, I would count among the very highest in my regard as far as his leadership ability. I get to see on this side now all of the stuff that he's doing, and it is unbelievable, humanly unbelievable how involved and how much he cares.
One of the things I love most about Paul is how he has instilled community into our children. From a very young age, has instilled in them that they should give back to the community that they live in and to help others at all times.
It was Paul who raised $100,000 in a very short amount of time in order that we could set up an organization called Turning Point.
He organized the effort. Within a few months, as a result of their work, Turning Point was up and running and is now working with hundreds of individuals and families, and they're saving lives.
On behalf of everybody who's been on this journey with Turning Point, I'm honored. I say thank you, and we appreciate the support, and the people whose lives that we're making a difference in, I know they appreciate it as well. The work's been incredible. In our first 7 months in business, we had over 800 phone calls, completed over 600 referrals for services, and saw over 300 clients. And it just really goes to show the need of the organization being present in our community. And I can't tell you how much this award means to me, and the fact that Turning Point will get a little bit of money out of this is just incredible, because these dollars will truly impact people's lives. The most incredible thing about all this is we just got our year-end 2018 numbers in, and overdose deaths in our community were down by 25%. What an incredible impact, not only from Turning Point, but all the organizations that address this. And though we want to celebrate that, the truth of the matter is there's so much more work to do. So the need is great, and I'm honored and certainly appreciate this.